all that way. I think for now I'll just put everything in this corner and we'll figure it out afterwards. Alright, let's go ahead and do a big shuffle. What's the easiest way to do this? Alright, so go to the main room, then north, and that way. Alright, this is going to take a little bit of effort. Alright. Love doing this kind of stuff. Oops, went the wrong way. Yep, no way out of that one. Dang it. Die of hunger and thirst before I get this over there. Dehydrated, dead tired, very hungry. Alright, fine. Or I actually do kill myself. We got pretty close, but didn't quite make it there. Alright, so I'm thinking of setting up... Let's activate the brazier right here for now. And move some 2x4s onto it. Don't have... Alright, clean water! Yay! As much as I want. Let's do 6 for now. I do 2. I think we do 2 at a time. Alright, consume it, consume it. Do it again, consume it, do it again. Alright, so took care of those 2 main problems. Do I finish moving? I don't. Let's go sleep. Get our health back. It would be really bad to get ambushed by something right now. So we'll finish moving that pile here. Actually, I don't really need to go all the way back there. No bedroom over here. Guess we'll just sleep on the floor here with all the gear. Alright, full health. We're gonna be really tired still. Even after we wake up. Alright, very hungry. Let's see if we can finish moving this stuff around before we stop to eat and drink. There we go. We got everything sitting there in our pile. Okay, so we got everything relocated. Next thing I'd like to bring over. Leave all that alone. Hello, Shady Zombie. Yeah, that's good enough. We'll use the sofa for our bed. So that will work. Then next up, do I want to just block windows with bookshelves or board them up? Any convenient bookshelves? There's a couple of them here. Oops. I love the shady zombies. They're currently broken. They can spot you when you're inside a building, no matter what the lighting conditions are. So hopefully they get that fixed somewhat soon. It's kind of annoying to have shady zombies come straight at you from places where they should be completely blind. Alright. What else do I want to do here? I think I'm just going to go board up the rest of those windows. These two I'll probably just curtain. I'll rebuild the windows or curtain them, and we'll go that way. Never mind. I'm so used to mansions not having the ability to curtain windows. This will work just fine, thank you very much. A door in here normally? Apparently not. Oops. Really? Interesting. Sure seems like I should be able to. Any idea why it's not letting me build the window? Meet the components, I meet the tools, I meet the skill. You have to go through the list here in order? Maybe that's what's going on. Probably that's what's going on. And I'm not going to have a sheet of glass to do that second stage. Alright, so let's do the alternate. Alright, need one more bookcase. Good enough. Just want to be able to temporarily block the light. And I can grab this and move it out of the way if I need to read or do something. It'll work as a temp solution. Alright, next up, grab that, move it out of the way a bit. All that's going to stay in there. And sort that pile into more coherent piles here in just a minute. Thirsty. Okay. Where'd that gallon jug go? So, we've got an unlimited supply of water. I've got a gallon jug I can just fill when I need to, so we're good there. Let's now get the washboard made. Washboard's done. Let's grab detergent. Let's actually shuffle detergent. Alright, so got our washboard and our detergent up here. I'll just drop filthy clothes I bring back in that space and wash them up when I need to. We've got the Kevlar vest ready to go, and I got a backpack and a military rucksack complete as well. Got the rucksack on currently, which is all I need for this moving stuff around inventory wise. Kevlar vest though, 612, 5 encumbrance, 85 coverage, torso close to skin. What are we sitting at currently? I think it might be time to get rid of the turnout coat again, switch to the Kevlar vest. That would leave my arms covered just by the chainmail until I got some guards. But I think I'm going to do it. Let's get rid of the turnout gear yet again. Where... Kevlar vest. 90 encumbrance. I'm still wearing that sheet. I think I'm going to drop the rucksack for now as well. Alright, so more realistic. 45. 45 I can live with. I'd like to get it lower. What can I do to get it lower? Oh yeah, I can get rid of that purse and the makeshift knapsack now. That's going to help out a lot. Okay, 0.58 out of 1. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, I took off the other stuff as well. Let's go with just the... Probably just the backpack. In a rough shape. 31. Much happier. Inside, please. So we got Kevlar 612 protection at 85, and then the chainmail 1212 protection at 95 for our torso. With only 31 encumbrance. That I'm very, very happy with. That should really cut down on any torso hits. Head, we've got just the helmet liner and the armor. I don't think it'll let me put anything else. No, don't commit suicide. Wrong hotkey. Oh, it will let me put the other stuff on. Whoa, that's where I want to wear the great helm during the day, but not wear the great helm at night. Or I could go middle range and go to the army helmet. An additional 2, 3. Yeah, we're gonna go with the great helm. Alright, we've got ridiculous protection on our torso and head, the two most important locations. So for storage encumbrance ratio, isn't it the survivor backpack? So it's a what? It's better than 1 to 1. It's like what, 1.5 to 1? So I think it's the survivor backpack. There's another one. What's it called? Molly pack. Not quite as good. Molly pack's 912. So between those two, I think the best ones I can remember: Survivor Backpack and the Molly Pack. Anything 1 to 1 or better for encumbrance to storage is pretty good. As you can see, the standard backpack's 1 to 1. So that's the least that I usually will wear once I get any kind of a start into the game. Okay, so we've got really good protection on our torso and head now for very, very acceptable encumbrance. My feet are still really encumbered by those boots. I really don't want to wear those things, but I do have combat boots actually. Let's take the turnout boots off again. Yeah, I'm going to switch to the fitted combat boots. I prefer to have mobility over the extra protection factor. Alright, so 18 feet, 10 legs, 13 hands, arms. Looking pretty good. And we've got how much carrying capacity? 11, which is light, but for the kind of gear we have, that's acceptable. That's all coming from the backpack, pretty much. But we're relying on carts and other storage to do most of our bulk hauling. Okay, so got the stuff cleaned up. We got that done. I'm going to sort my inventory out into piles here in just a moment. Got good focus. We've got natural light that we can read by. I'll put books on the shelves here. Possibly. Or I'll drop them next to them here. I need to have them close enough to the fire when I do my crafting. I get the recipe bonuses out of them, and then have them in the light for when I read during the daytime hours. Just to keep things convenient. So I think this will work out pretty good. Let's hop out the window real quick. Make sure we've got... I don't have any weapons on me. Okay, let's hop back in the window. Where did my weapons go? That's all the spare stuff. Yeah, there they are. My mace and my all-pike. Alright, so every once in a while I'll just pop outside, make sure there is nothing in visual range. That will usually prevent anything from sneaking up on me while I'm crafting or sleeping or things like that, so I just like to do a quick perimeter check. And if there's not anything in visual range, nothing I do in the mansion is usually going to draw anything to me, even if I make a little bit of noise, which I don't usually. Alright, I think through what else we need to do here. I think I've cleaned this thing out, so I'm going to delete that note. I like the proximity of the swamps as well, because that gives us access to a lot of crafting materials that the swamps provide, animals, as well as salt water. Need salt water for crafting various things at some point. Whoa! Hey there, Easy Ghoul. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. That is awesome. Thank you. For anyone that doesn't know, I do have a Patreon account as well, if you wanted to help the channel out and help me grow. Anything is appreciated. About to hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, which I'm really excited about. So, been working long and hard to get to that point. And I'm looking at expanding the channel out some to other games. Cataclysm's always going to be one of my great loves, so not ever going to be any lack of Cataclysm content. But I'm looking forward to getting some other content on the channel beyond the other 8 or 10 games that I've featured so far. Trying to think priority-wise what we want to do next. I try to keep my live streams moving as much as I can, so you guys don't have to watch me sort inventory all that much. But for this playthrough, if I'm going to hold to what my goals are, I'm going to have to do some general book reading, crafting, grinding, things like that. I've got no other NPCs we've spotted yet. I don't have a vehicle I can actually go traveling in yet. I'm trying to think. Let's do this. Let me do a quick sort of these items, and then we'll kind of go from there. So, reset. Let's do this. The orientation is a little different than I'm used to, so I'm gonna bring everything from here to here first. Alright, I want certain items in certain places. Let's put food here. This won't take me too long. I've got pretty much a set way I do things, so I'll be able to run through this sorting pretty quickly. I've got food there. Actually do the ones that I know I don't need locally. There to this corner. We'll do our gun supply over here. And for the moment, I'll just make guns, ammo, and mods all in the same place. Alright, and then clothing will go, whoops, next to that. Alright, then over here, we're gonna do book list over in the light. Alright, this side, let's do... Oops, I didn't finish my clothing. All the random raw materials. And chemicals and drugs. Alright, there we go. We'll do that for the moment. So, whoops. No, don't step into the fire. We got food pile here, books here, tools, raw materials for crafting, medicine and chemicals, CDMs, clothes, and guns, ammo, and mods. I may pull some of these into these closer spaces at some point, but I'm going to leave a few empty for the moment. And that should keep everything in range for when I'm doing my crafting, no matter where I stand for the most part, as long as I'm in this area. Just to make sure, yeah, so it shows all the items available for me, even standing over here. So I can stand in the natural sunlight, get the full sun advantage. Alright, got the butcher knife. Do I have... cargo pants, earplugs. Alright, nothing to wear there. Don't care about any of this for the moment. Not doing CBMs right now. Any of this I need to pick up and carry with me. Nope. Got a musical instrument for when I do my skill ups, so we can get prepped for that. I need the toolbox with me. We've got a sewing kit. We've got soldering iron. I don't have any of the welding tools yet, other than I think I picked up... didn't I pick up metal tongs? Thought I had. Where did I see those? Can't remember now. So yeah, I'm short on a bunch of those kinds of tools. So we'll have to think about where we're going to go get that kind of stuff. Let's check our list here. Alright, so we can get tailoring up to 3. We still got first aid to get to 3. Marksmanship to 3. Can't do anything with those yet. So we're on, as always, a book hunt. Books, the metalworking tools, a vehicle that's going to be a little better than the van that we've got currently. Ideally a military vehicle, security van, those are my favorites. Luxury RV, although that's more for a semi-permanent base than it is for a really useful travel vehicle. So we've got some options there. I don't have a stethoscope to get into the bank yet. We might just have to keep clearing parts of the town, try to get to the ambulances. Does this place even have a doctor's office? I see pharmacy. Doctor's office right there, way down south. Only got one gun store. Yeah, I think vehicle is still my priority. Let's would also be a good idea to get the materials together to put up a charcoal kiln and a smoking rack. So let's plan on doing a controlled burn. That'll get me the nails that I need for any construction I need to do, as well as rocks that we can make the charcoal kiln with. And we'll put it either, I'll probably put it up north instead of out this way, just so I have proximity to the swamp. So I can get two things done at once, so that's probably where I'll put it, is right up here. So, we're going to make another trip down to town. We're going to set a fire. I probably will wait till night. That way the zombies can see it from a ways off, and we'll do their little zombie dance right into the fire. So let's, 6 o'clock, let's do some reading. We got another hour or two of sunlight that we can take advantage of, and then depending on if we're tired or not, we may make that trip down and get that fire going. So let's finish off first aid. Alright, so we lost the light. And now that the light is gone, let's see, I need... Alright. Still got a spot here they can step through. Ideally, I need one more bookcase. But we'll do that for now. It's a controlled burn, man. I'm helping the environment. And this is where the helmet becomes a liability, because I only got one space of vision with my night vision with this great helmet on, so I have to take the great helmet off to get my full vision. That's pretty crazy cut down on the vision. It just seems pretty, I don't know, that just seems like an awful big hit to go from 4 spaces to 1 space. So let's drop the great helm in the back in the cart, and let's go put on that army helmet. Did I have a different army helmet? Apparently not. Just the one. Thought I had a fitted army helmet. Guess I'm misremembering. Oh, it was the boots that I was thinking of. Never mind. Alright, so army helmet, combat boots, Kevlar vest. Yeah, pretty happy with our gear. We've got backups in case we lose any of the odd pieces of clothing here and there. It wouldn't irk me too much to lose pretty much anything on this list short of the chainmail. Really don't want to lose the chainmail. That stuff's super rare and super awesome. The rest of it I can find here and there without too much difficulty. So Kevlar vest I think is going to be really nice. I like those. So I'm really happy about that. So let's go ahead and get this book dropped. And got our butcher knife and our mace, our all pike. Let's get something to eat and drink, and we'll head on out. Cook TV dinner, yummy. Alright, I'm going to have to set some processed food and water aside so I don't constantly have to go looking for it. This is the only downside is, how do I get the cart out of here? I have to make a door in one of these walls out, or one of these window frames out here, so I can get the cart out of here without having to go out to the front of the mansion. So that's one thing I didn't think about. So hopefully we don't collapse the whole place when I knock a hole in the wall to put a door in at some point. But for now, I guess we'll go through the other way. I've got everything else I need. Gear, weapons, medicine, lighter, toolbox. Gas mask. Gas mask. Really ought to be using the raincoat too, but eh. Gas mask. Alright, I think we're all set. Raccoon running through the mansion. Was it this way? There we go. Alright, so we're just going to go down to this first house right off the road. We're going to set that one on fire. We've already cleared these two. And when that one starts to burn, I think I'll try to loot that one, but we'll see what the local zombie population looks like when we get down there. Turn on safe mode. Yeah, if I had the collapsible card I could, but I don't yet. Haven't gotten into the crafting side yet. Still short on some tools before I start into that part of it. Alright, we got some stuff making some noise. What's out here? Another boomer. Boomer with a screwdriver set. And they still managed to get hits through. Wood saw. Okay, so this is the one we're going to set on fire. Should be enough. We're going to head south a couple of buildings. One more. Should keep us close enough that we're in the we're close enough for the reality bubble to have that fire still going. Bike helmet. Leather sandals. Not too impressed with the contents of this place so far. Alright. Oh yeah, I forgot the entrenching tool. That's alright, we'll come back during the daylight hours. I can't remember if I've got an entrenching tool anyway. I forgot to check while I was doing my thing. I think we'll move... We've got this one finished, so I don't care if the fire spreads to any of the buildings in this block. All three of these can get burned down and I'm fine with it. But let's move north along the road here and check out these two houses. Another bakery. I wanted these yellow ones to be electronic stores. There's one there. We never did go in there when we were checking out that lower area. So let's go ahead and head outside. Safe mode on. Bottle jack. No wheels. This is a possibility. This one I looked at earlier? Yeah, I think I looked at this earlier. Actually, that's not too bad. This one would be drivable. Engine, battery is in good shape. Alternator's a little rough, and the fuel pumps, or the water pumps, kind of eh. Electronic stores, they've got a number of items. Lots of MP3 players, soldering irons, tons and tons of batteries. If you need batteries for anything, go to an electronic store. Usually you'll get 500 or 600 batteries out of an electronic store. There's chances for other things, a lot of different kinds of electronic components. So I always try to hit them at some point, but I don't have that many choices for this particular playthrough. Let's keep grabbing nails, since that's one of the things I'm after anyway. Partially collapsed, huh? That wasn't friendly. Firecrackers. Oh yeah, I remember this. This is where I made my stand. Alright, so that house is useless. And we're definitely hearing the fire and all that light. Guess the fire finally took. May or may not spread to that building right there. Apparently I've killed all the zombies in the area. I'm not seeing any milling around. What do we got? Windbreaker. Another laptop computer. Usually those things are hard to find. I'm finding them all over the place for some reason. Rollerblades! Rollerblades! Anybody that's watched any of my recent series, they know I'm a fiend for rollerblades. Oh boy, now we're cooking. I think if I had had rollerblades, I could have rescued that guy. Definitely grabbing the rollerblades. Love me rollerblades. Some solder. Trench coat. Let's grab it if we have space. Some of this stuff I'm grabbing because they're components for other things that I plan to build later. Not because I'm directly planning to use them. Cough syrup and soap. Oh yeah, let's have another gummy vitamin and... Oh, I dropped my... Oops, let's have my cooked vegetables before those go bad. And a cream soda. Leather gloves. But yeah, some of it I'm just grabbing because it's useful raw materials for other things that I know I want to craft. So I'll just grab them up. Is this a duplex? Apparently this is a duplex. Arm warmers. I've been in so many ice labs lately, I'm all sorts of paranoid about having lots of warmth. Sugar. Duct tape! I win! I have won the apocalypse. Antifungals and ammonia. Fletcher's friend. Hopefully that'll let me build some more better types of arrows. Don't care. Alright, I think this house is done. Subway station. Actually, I'm going to go hit the subway station while we let this thing finish out. Looks like it didn't hop, so it's only going to take out the one house, which is fine. Not a ton of nails I can get to without doing some digging, but should be enough for my initial purposes. This is that mobile gun system? Yeah. Speedy zombie! Alright, let's go check the vending machines. What you got for me? Alright, I want a chocolate bar. Meat jerky. Oops. Chocolate bar. Meat jerky. Pork sticks. That's it. That one's empty. Empty, empty. Yeah, pretzels are pretty good. Fruit leathers are really good. Jerky. And that's it. Alright. None of the liquid vending machines worked. Alright, don't care about the rest of this stuff. Alright, fire out. I'm not seeing... Oh, yep, still some fire going on. Oh. Tiny bit. Alright, let's switch to our nails. Set those for auto pickup. And we'll just walk around grabbing a bunch of nails. Can't carry very much. I need rocks as well, but I think I'm gonna have to wait for that. I'll just grab nails this run. Hello, zombie. Really? Yeah, we'll kill you over here. That way we've got loot. Alright, how would we do? That got us 350 nails. That'll do for a little while. Stones will be next, but I think I'll come back for those after we I checked for the shovel. Hi there, Link. No difference. They both fully contain the fire. There's no difference between any of the fire containment devices. So, brazier, fireplace, wood stove, kitchen oven, all of them. Just drop wood on them, light the wood on fire, and you're good to go. They all are perfectly good for containing the fire. I prefer the brazier just because it's simple to make once you know where to get the sheet metal, and you can pick it up and move it again, and it's not huge and cumbersome. So it's really easy to grab it and throw it in your vehicle and take off with it if you have to relocate. So I like that it's a portable fire containing source that's pretty easy to get a hold of. Alright, yeah, I think this whole northern corner of town is clear, and we know we've cleared down this way and a good portion of this, so we've got a fairly big-sized dent put in the local zombie population, I think. Now, we still haven't dealt with the couple of shocker brutes that we've seen, but just about everything else we've been able to take care of. What is my mechanic skill now, anyway? Still at 0. Alright, we're going to have to do some daytime monkeying with vehicles in order to get our mechanic skill up, because I haven't found any of the mechanics books yet. Do we have any libraries? We do have a library right on my east-west road. Oh no, that's even further south. That's another level south. Just a single library. How about bookstores? No bookstores. So, we don't have any good book supplies short of the library and random ones that we find in the houses. What time is it? 1 p.m. What are we doing on inventory? We're pretty much full, so best to head back. I could leave the car just outside the window till I get a foldable. Even the foldable's not all that convenient. I hate unloading it, then moving it, reactivating it, then reloading it. So, for now, I'll just keep going around till I get the door put in. Keep picking the wrong direction right there. Brain keeps starting to take me back to my original spot. Okay, let's start here. So, dragged to our clothing pile. What did we bring back? Arm warmers, gloves, rollerblades. I'm going to keep the rollerblades in the cart. Love the rollerblades. Did we bring back any? No, that's all staying. Okay, let's do food first. Drugs. Alright, I think we're keeping the rest of this. Oh, there's the metal tongs. I knew I had metal tongs somewhere. Alright, now I think we're all set. Keeping those. Keeping that. Fletcher's friend and the soap's the only other thing. So let's go to inventory, we'll grab those. Let go of the cart. Drop Fletcher's friend over here. And drop soap up there. Alright, I think we're all set there. Yeah, only the first 47? No, there's no automated transport systems. No conveyors or anything like that. Nothing that'll move items around automatically. Closest thing is the vehicles that you can drive around in. Okay, I think we're all set. 2 in the morning. I'm trying to think timing wise what we're going to try to do when. Got a good section of the city cleared out. I think I might want to switch back to daytime activities. I need to be able to see the vehicles. I've got enough protection factor. I can take on pretty much all of the zombies, short of the shocker brutes. Shocker brutes I'd still be worried about. I'd have to unlimber that assault rifle for those guys. But I think I could take them individually as long as I wasn't getting mobbed. So I think we're okay there. Trying to think if... What's our skills sitting at? We're up to cooking 4. Melee, bash, pierce. First aid 2. "47 episodes listened to over 4 days." Yeah, I've been told, I've had a couple people have mentioned to me that they treat my episodes like radio plays, and they don't even watch the video, they just listen to them. That I give enough play-by-play while I'm going through my episodes so they can keep track of kind of what I'm doing. Which is cool. I'm perfectly fine with that. Trying to decide how much I want to get done tonight. I'm probably going to be wrapping up here in the next 10 or 15 minutes, so I'm debating how much longer I want to go through this. And if I want to start on anything tough. What are your guys' thoughts? What do you think the priority should be? I've got a lot of things I could do. I mean, I could just squat in this mansion for the next 5 or 6 game days, reading books, building things, organizing things, but I like to try to mix up my activities so that I'm not always sitting in one place just doing one thing for a length of time, because I know not everybody enjoys different aspects of the game, so I don't like to have long periods of time go where I'm doing just a single type of thing. So we've done a bit of base management. We ran out. Oh yeah, that's never mind. I need to check if I've got that entrenching tool. Am I misremembering? I apparently am misremembering. I do not have a trenching tool or a shovel. No shovel. No entrenching tool. So I can make a stone shovel or a makeshift shovel. Those aren't a problem. So I can go dig the rocks out. So that still is my priority. Let's see if we can sleep. I'm gonna go find a. I think we had a bedroom down south here, didn't we? Now let's go to the one up north. I just want to go grab a pillow and a blanket, throw them on my sofa there so I have a nice comfortable place to sleep. There we go. Grab a blanket, grab a pillow, that should be all I need. I do want to make it a priority to get the charcoal kiln and the smoking rack up. Those are just hugely important for long-term survival. So the sooner I get those rolling and get a good supply of charcoal built up, the better. So let's drop the pillow and the blankets, close the door. I don't think there's any way in that I'm... Well, no. Yeah, they'd have to break that window. I think I might block this off as well with another bookshelf. But let's try to sleep. Yep, we were sleepy. And we're far enough in and we've got the windows blocked so the light won't wake me up. Alright, 10:30 in the morning. That's a pretty good time frame. I am going to do this, though. Let me track down that water. I want all the water. And also anything that is prepped and perishable. Ah, crap. Did that wrong. Oops, I keep auto picking up my pile of nails. Alright, this way I just create a separate pile of quick food and water, so I don't have to sort through, because this pile is just going to keep growing and growing and growing, and it just kind of be a pain in the butt. So I'll just step over here and I can immediately eat prepped foods, preferably things that are perishable. So let's have some... don't really have any good choices here. Some of these I would use to make other things, but for the moment this will work. Alright, full and slaked, well rested. Let's get some sunlight and craft up Really? The cart was blocking access to my raw materials. By having the cart here, it couldn't see the other piles of my raw materials. That's different. I know it didn't used to act that way. Must be part of the change where you can't step on your carts now. That's kind of weird. Alright, game. You say so. Let's just do a... It really doesn't make a difference. Stone shovel's fine. I failed to make the stone shovel. Try again. Alright, we got our stone shovel. 500 nails so far. Zombie indicator. Oh, this is a somewhat short run for me. This is only I'm coming up on 5 hours this episode. Usually I go 6 to 8. Is that what the uncooked hot dogs are? Oops. Alright, how come... Oh, my hot dogs are over here. Uncooked hot dogs, minus 12 joy, yep. They don't last long. I don't really pay much attention to hot dogs generally. If I remember and I notice them, I'll cook them up on the campfire and eat them that way. Alright, so things I still want to do. I need to get... Liquid storage is not a big deal because we've got the pool right next to us, so I don't have to worry about containing liquid for different purposes. We can wash anything we need. We can use the pool automatically for any liquid requirements in our cooking. We can boil it up as we need to fill up some gallon jugs, which is fine for my hydration needs. So that whole part of the process is solved. Getting a charcoal kiln and the smoking rack up is the next thing. That will basically secure my food preservation needs. We'll just have to go hunt down some moose and bear and get them butchered up, and that'll give us plenty for a while until we find an anthill or a spider basement. No, I don't get notifications, unfortunately. I have to have people like Tom remind me to drink my tea and get my tea. It's up to you, kind folks, to remind me to foodify and hydrate myself. Do you want to go out now? I am hoping to eventually get into this strange temple as well. I need a particular CBM before I do that one, but it'd be fun to go in there. Let's make a quick trip out, and then we'll call it. So I'm going to go ahead and make a quick trip out, and we'll go shovel up some wreckage from the fire, get some more nails, get the rocks that I need. Hello, crawling zombie. You don't stand much chance against me with an whole pike. Trench coat. Zombie brute. Alright, where you at, zombie brute? Ooh, an NPC? Stacy Torres! An NPC being chased by a brute. You a friendly NPC? Uh-oh. Apparently not. Three spaces. Typical spear type weapons are 2 spaces with a reach attack. The all pike has a long reach attack, lets you go out 3 spaces. But it's super slow and heavy, so you drain your stamina really quickly, and it takes a lot of action points to swing it. So it's great when you've got a slow trickle of zombies coming at you, but if you get surrounded, you can get wiped out pretty quick. So you got to be kind of careful using it when you've got large groups. Well, do I drop my weapon? I really want to play the nice guy, but looks like Stacy there's wielding a crowbar. Something along that nature. Yeah, let's try it. I think I can survive this either way. So we'll go ahead and drop it. Now get out of here before I kill you. Alright, well now you've incurred my wrath. Now that I know that's how you're gonna be. And got punched in the face. I'll just stand over here. Who do I want to kill first? Moderately injured. I don't think Stacy's ever going to be okay with me, so Stacy, you're going to have to go. It's going to make me unhappy for a while. Wow, Stacy can take some hits. Oh, I'm destroying Stacy's stuff. Alright, god damn it. I'm trying to kill Stacy, zombie brute. Don't let Stacy run away. Oh, can't quite get to her yet. There we go. Alright, well that worked out okay. What you got for me? All cart. Been picking up cash cards, have you? And a crowbar. I've already got a Halligan, so I don't care about the crowbar. Sure. I'm not quite overdosed on fire sources yet. Another stimulant module. Armored fingerless gloves. I'm not going to worry about a motorcycle helmet either. Rifle scope. That was pretty useful stuff. Don't have eye protection. Glare from the sunlight's getting in my eyes. Hello, zombie. Come on through the pile of rubble there. Come on. So, as you can see, it's awesome when you're in good condition, ready for the fight, and can hit them 3 spaces away, and it hits like a truck. I mean, I have almost no skill in this, and I'm hitting for 50 and 60 points damage. So for that, it's awesome. But it just really drains your stamina, and is really slow to swing. So if they get on you, then you got to start being careful. Alright, let's do it this way. Trying to decide if it's going to be faster or easier to auto pick up the rocks. Wander spawns are turned on. I almost always play with wander spawns. The game's just way too easy if I don't have at least wander spawns turned on. I had them off for a while because they had a broken mechanic where they weren't obeying the evolution rules when you had a group, and that was pissing me off somewhat, but I don't care anymore. Nowadays, I've played it so much, I need the difficulty. So, when you're playing really bad day scenarios and increasing the difficulty by scales of magnitude through other factors, you really need wander spawns and other things turned on to give yourself a challenge. How are we doing here? 600 nails on me, so we're up to like 1100 nails. Not very many rocks though. We're not getting nearly as many rocks as I thought we would. I really should keep the rucksack in the cart as well. Alright, we got 50. What is it, 40 to make the kiln? Yeah, 40 for the kiln, and then sticks 2x4s and only 8 for the smoking rack. So we're actually good right where we're at. So let's go ahead and head north, back to town, or back to home. So 38 out of 50. No space. Okay. Oops. This way. Alright, back to full and slaked. Got the inventory pretty well sorted out. We're about 1,100 nails. That should be plenty for any short-term building we need to do. We've got the rocks and sticks. I'm going to go around and break up some furniture here in a bit and get a good supply of 2x4s and sticks and such. And then next episode, we will go ahead and head out and get the charcoal kiln built. Like I said, I'll probably build it up here in the forest. I'll drop the axe up there next to the kiln, chop some trees down, feed them into the kiln, and each time I make a trip up there to grab new charcoal, I'll just throw some more in the fire. It takes 6 game hours for it to cook down into the charcoal, so I like to just chop a bunch of trees down, have them in the area and ready to go. I throw some into the charcoal kiln, fire it up, leave, come back 6 hours or whenever later, collect my charcoal, feed another group of wood into the kiln, let it burn down while I'm out doing my stuff, and each time I return I just repeat that cycle. That'll give me plenty of charcoal, and then any meat we bring back to the base we can get smoked up on our smoking rack, and it'll preserve forever. So I especially want to have that ready to go before I happen upon any spider basements and anthills and things like that where we can get large quantities of meat. I don't want them to go bad with me not having a way of preserving them. So that'll be awesome. Yeah, Sir Pancake, if you really want to go that route, just if you're going to die and you don't want to die in that playthrough, you can either hit Alt F4, that closes the client, and you can reopen it and it'll reappear you back wherever your last autosave was. Or you can use the debug menu to get yourself out of whatever problem you're in. So, I mean, there are ways that you can work yourself around the save or death problem. Debug menu is probably the easier way, but just hit Alt F4 if you're playing on Windows computer, and that'll close the client. And when you reload, it'll be back at whatever last save was made. So if you're not auto-saving, I recommend you do so, and just set some interval for the auto-save that you're comfortable with, and you're good to go. Now, charcoal burners and a few other items, they're not active while you're out of the reality bubble range for them, but what it does is it makes a timestamp marker, and then it updates when you come back. So time will pass for that particular function while you're away from the charcoal, the burner. There's a few things the game simulates that way. Alright, I think I'm going to call it an episode. Yeah, we're at a good spot to stop. So we made a lot of progress. I'm still a little bummed out that we didn't save our NPC guy over here. And then the next NPC we met was a total psycho that even after I dropped my weapon told me to fuck off. So that wasn't very fun. But hopefully we'll run into more. I have dynamic and static spawns turned on. So We need a little bit of traveling, hopefully locate an evac shelter and track down the refugee center. Hopefully there's one nearby on the overworld chunk that we're in currently. And that will help us quite a bit in the long-term goals for this particular playthrough. But once I've got those 2 items, the charcoal kiln and the smoking rack up, we're pretty much set from then forward. If I can go out and get 1 moose or a bear, that'll give us enough meat for the foreseeable future, and then I won't have to monkey around with that kind of stuff for a while. So it'll be quick and easy for me to get food preserved, and you guys won't have to suffer through me dealing with any of that kind of stuff. So we've got a really good setup here, good set of gear and equipment. It'll be interesting to see what happens. How much time has gone by? What are we up to? We're on day 9, so I think we're doing really good for day 9. Got a few books to read to get the skills up. It would take a couple of days to do that. I usually wait to do any mass reading until I've fully secured my food and water supply. So the water's done. Food's not quite there yet. So as soon as I get those 2 things built and get a couple of animals butchered up, some of the large animals that have like 40 meat, we'll be good to go. Or if I can find a spider basement. Spider basement would be preferable. But that will secure all of that, and we'll get the reading done, and then start making very, very targeted strikes into the city to get specific things so that we can continue moving forward. Alright, well thanks for watching everybody, really appreciate it. Again, many thanks, Easy Ghoul, really appreciate your support, that was awesome. And if anybody hasn't seen it, I've got a YouTube page with lots of cool content for Cataclysm in particular, and other games that I cover on the channel. Real close to hitting 1,000 subscribers over there, which is a big important benchmark for a bunch of reasons. So if you watch my Twitch streams but haven't actually subscribed to my YouTube channel, do me a favor and just pop over there and hit subscribe. It would help out quite a bit, and I would appreciate it. So, thanks again for watching, everybody. Hope you all have a good night. See you next time. Oh, Monday, Wednesday, Friday is when I do Cataclysm streams. Tuesday and Thursday are still a bit hit or miss with my schedule and what I'm going to be streaming, but I'm going to be probably moving to streaming 5 days a week, 6 days a week, probably. I do stream on the weekends, usually co-op games with my buddy Make'em. But I'll be picking up the pace, especially once I hit the 1,000 subscribers over on YouTube. And we're still growing subscribers here as well.